time for show.
Let's go.
Come on, come on.
Hey.
We got this time for show.
Welcome to Live with Candice and Chris.
Welcome to the show. Happy Hump Day. Candice,
Yes.
my dear, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm in love with the short hair, Kay. You got to
Thank you.
keep it to the summertime, will you?
I'm going to try.
She,
I'm going to try.
I'm trying to keep
I'm
you to
gonna
keep it to the
try.
summertime.
The
This is-
braids are over. It finally grew out after the platinum,
Uh-huh.
so I'm good now.
This is your look. I love
Yeah,
it. Yes,
thank
this is my
you.
personal favorite look.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So keep this look, co-host.
You must have slept last night good.
I did almost too good. I'm still trying to adjust to this daylight savings time. So I wake up at 7 and I think I got another hour of sleep because the sun isn't up yet. And
You already don't sleep.
I,
That's already a problem. Don't blame daylight savings time.
I'm blaming it on daylight savings time. That's why I almost overslept this morning.
I
No,
kind of
but-
let you have
but
it.
how was your night though?
It was good.
Good night.
Jim again, I feel,
Getting ready for getting fine for the summertime.
you know, you gotta suck it in some kind of way. I know my mother's out there can attest to that. You know, you have to.
you look great though. And the gym is paying off.
You look good
Yeah,
too,
that-
friend.
Trying to get back in the swing of things. Trying to get my six-pack back
You
from my
look-
20-year class reunion coming up. So I
You
got
look good. You
gotta
look
get it on
good.
point.
Chris had me eating something yesterday. I didn't know what I was eating until the plate was finished. That's when you know you're hungry and you're not paying attention.
You waited till the last bite to look disgusted. I'm like, "Can the whole plate is gone. You loved it, obviously."
No, I was just hungry.
She don't want to give me credit. I put her on game. That's all there was. Nah.
Yeah, this is the eat king. This is the food king here.
Foodies.
Food king. Listen.
Oh Jesus.
So I'm excited about today's show, so I'm going to try to contain myself. But that's later on. But you ready for fact of the day?
Give
Because
it
it
to me.
kind of goes in with the stories.
Oh jeez. What we got?
So fact of the day, Alaska had a cat as a mayor. Yeah, an actual cat, actual puss. So Alaskan town of Talkeetna had a cat as a mayor for 20 years. The cat's name was Stubbs because he didn't have a tail, and served as the town mayor. This is true. Served as a town mayor from 1997 to 2017. And Stubbs really had to do much official business.
A cat was the mayor. We might need to try that for president, because I mean, the
I
way-
think we already had one. Sorry, world.
Don't cancel us, please. Please, it's just for the.
I think we already had one.
So how did the cat? I want to know how this cat got elected. Who was he running against?
Roof. I don't know. I don't know. Roof.
That's one. Now that's what it threw me today. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. You know what? I love finding facts of the day because they're so outrageous,
Yeah.
but they're true.
It is true.
They're
We're not
true
making this
facts.
stuff up.
We're not making this up. You can Google.
Google.
You can Google. But we got to get on to the show, which is no laughing matter. So we got to get into the breakdown. So a black man was found dead, and he told his mother before anything even happened that he felt he was going to be killed. The contractors that he was working for last year, he was having problems with them. In October 2022 of last year, he went missing. He was found on November 2nd by authorities, and his body was completely dismantled. His head was decapitated. His spine and his vertebrae were found on different parts of the property, and it's said that wild boars actually tore him apart, and the family is seeking justice now.
You know, and the fact that he had told his family that he had been having issues with co-workers, they're investigating some of the co-workers, and for the police to say that they don't suspect foul play was an insult. You know what I mean? Had this been a white girl that said she had been chased by 3 black men, they would have investigated every
absolutely.
phone record, every text message, anything. But
Absolutely.
because this was a black dude saying he was being harassed or chased by white men, it kind of got swept under the rug. And this took place not too far from where Emmett Till was killed.
It's
the
sad.
infamous story of the 14-year-old. So I'm not surprised that this has happened in Mississippi. It's unfortunate.
And I mean, more details are coming out. We're gonna stay on top of the story. My condolences
Yeah.
go out to the family and all that are involved.
Yeah.
But it just shows you we are still in the same place we were decades ago.
Yeah.
We're still there.
We're still there.
But this young woman is not. So we're gonna change the tone. So a social media influencer married herself. She took pictures, she posted on social media in her gown, and she married herself. The very next day, though, less than 24 hours later, she said, I think I'm thinking about divorce because it's not working. This is real.
This is real life.
This
People. We're
is
not making
real.
this up.
This is real.
What are the grounds for divorce if you marry yourself? Irreconcilable differences?
No.
Infidelity? So if
I
you
have
marry
questions.
Wait, so if you marry yourself and then sleep with somebody, is there cheating on yourself?
What? No. Let's get a little bit. Well, this is a way to save money, brides. You can save a lot of money on the wedding.
By marrying yourself?
I want to know what the honeymoon night looked like.
What went down on the honeymoon day?
A lot of batteries.
But hold on, wait. I just thought she might be on to something because don't married people get tax breaks?
For one day?
So she could have. I'm just saying that might not be a bad idea. Marry yourself and write yourself off on your taxes.
Oh, so we want to talk about what's the benefits
Yeah.
of marrying yourself?
Maybe it could be a tax write-off. She might be putting everybody on game.
Did she put herself on the couch? Like, what happened? I want to know what happened in that house.
What went wrong in the first 24 hours?
It's just 24 hours. Did you sit there and just say,
I can't be.
I don't
you no
like
more.
me? Yeah.
Do you go to counseling? I don't know what to do when it's just you.
Was there a registry? This is real.
This is real life, people.
She actually did it. She actually did it.
Yeah.
There's a picture. Beautiful bride.
I mean, I'm all about self-love, but, walking yourself down the aisle is a little...
Is that self-love, though?
Or is it mental
People
illness?
are calling it, people actually said, congratulations. They were shouting her out. This is self-love.
Yeah.
How is this self-love? You just proved to the entire world that you couldn't spend 24 hours with
By yourself and file for divorce. Y'all, I promise you we're not making this up. People gonna think we're crazy, Candice.
I got so many questions. I have so many questions, but we're gonna probably have to hold them for later. But we gotta take a short gap. It's so good. But she's not. We gotta take a break. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the show. You're just in time for Unfiltered. Today's guest is truly a remarkable woman. She has over 20 years of experience in the medical field. She is the owner of 12 very successful companies. She's a real estate mogul, the wealthiest woman in Jamaican history, and she is the founder and CEO of Bailey's Pharmacy and Medical Equipment and Supplies. Please welcome to our show the amazing and fine Dr. Trisha Bailey.
Woo!
Hey,
Well. Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Oh,
Welcome.
welcome.
Okay.
I bow down in your presence, Dr. Bailey.
Let me.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Let me greet Trish now. Miss Assistant. Well on. You're pretty. My God.
Keep it coming. Keep
Yeah, oh my goodness. You shine like diamond. Mr. Jamaica, woman pretty.
Yes. Yes. Dr.
Welcome
Bailey,
to
you look
the
amazing.
show.
Welcome to our show. Thank you for taking time out of your hectic schedule to come and talk to us. We really do appreciate it. So we just want to jump right into it. Is that all right? Ready?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
So, Dr. Bailey, I understand you were born and raised in Jamaica.
Yes.
What was that experience like growing up on the island?
Well, I was in a very rural place in Jamaica.
Okay.
So them call it the bush.
Bush?
The bush.
The bush.
It means that you have no resources really, no running water, no electricity. You have to carry water to drink or bathe with, and most of the people farm. They'll farm and they'll walk 25 miles to the market on Thursday nights and sell the food that they farm and then buy meat and bring back home.
You had to walk 25?
Well, my grandmother did.
Oh,
my grandmother did.
walk 25 miles?
Yes, yes, each way, and then work all day, and then walk 25 miles back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You need to go to Jamaica.
I need to go to Jamaica. Wow, okay.
So we're going to fast forward. You were the first to graduate college in your family. What did that feel like?
You know, with all the accomplishment, it's different. It doesn't hit me ever, really.
Ah.
No, it's you accomplish the billionaire club, and then you're like, okay, well, what's next?
Yeah.
And it never really, it's just, there's always a burning fire that's inside. It's like, okay, what's next? What's next?
So you're never content, never complacent. You always
You're never
keep-
complacent, yeah.
that's-
Wow, so you
ah.
don't even have time to say, okay, just keep going. I
Yeah.
have to remember that.
But I do celebrate my wins.
Yeah.
I do celebrate my wins.
Okay.
But it's never one of those, oh, well, you know what? I've done this, so I am greater or better than the next person. It's always like, okay, what's next? How much can I impact the next young woman that comes in my space?
How do you celebrate your wins?
Yeah.
I just had to ask real quick.
Sometimes it depends. Sometimes if I have a special someone,
Okay.
I jet off to an island somewhere.
Oh,
You see how she said I jet off?
I jet off to the.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
or my little people. I have
Yeah.
5 of them.
That's nice.
okay.
That's
I
nice.
have 5 little people that I love spending time with them.
Oh, that's nice.
So, Dr. Bailey, you've achieved a massive amount of success, the wealthiest woman in Jamaican history. But when I talked to you off camera, I have to be honest, I was caught off guard. I didn't expect you to be so down to earth and humble.
Yes.
So I have to ask, what keeps you grounded like that? What is it that keeps you humble?
God.
God.
God. Because, with me, I believe that every person, no matter who they are, whether this person is homeless for whatever circumstances that they're facing, or the president of the United States, should be treated exactly the same way. So when I say engage with people, my job and my responsibility is to make sure that they always feel some level of love coming from me to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's refreshing. I will say it's very refreshing. I expected you to be a little, but you was the opposite. You were the opposite.
No,
And that's what I admire.
Yeah.
The first time I met you, that's what I admired the most.
Yeah.
And it draws you in.
Yeah.
Your spirit is so big. So just thank you for being who
That
you
way,
are.
yeah.
Thank you for being who you are. So if you had to give advice to your younger self now, what would it be?
find one better man, no?
Mr.
Say it again, Dr. Bailey.
Mr.
Translate, Ken.
Lord of mercy. Mr.
Words. Wow.
And keep doing everything else that you're doing.
That's good.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing. Okay. All right.
Keep doing everything else that you're doing. Find one better man.
Oh, find a better man. Don't you?
Yes, find a better man.
It took me a minute to catch it. Okay.
Hey, it's coming.
I'm trying to understand the patois, y'all. It's a struggle.
You heard that. Find a better man. I love it.
Okay, so Dr. Bailey, you were honored by the University of Connecticut. I want to get it right, Connecticut, with the Bailey's Student Athlete Success Center.
Yes.
What was that experience like? Honored by your alma mater.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it hits me the day before I went for the ceremony.
Right.
And I was on the phone and with a friend, and I was like, can you believe they're naming a whole building after me?
At a major university.
Major.
At a major university.
Yes.
And he said, you must be the most humblest person in the universe that it just hit you after all this time.
Oh, yeah.
The day before.
The day
So, yes, I was just absolute honor.
Wow.
Absolute honor.
Wow.
And you celebrated that honor, I'm sure.
I did. Did I celebrate? I may not have celebrated. I went and bought something. Actually, I did. I did celebrate. I went and bought a building.
Oh,
That was my celebration.
if that ain't a boss move up,
Listen,
I'm just gonna buy a building.
I'm doing something wrong.
I'm gonna buy a building.
What? I'm just gonna buy
I'm
the
just gonna buy a
building.
building. No biggie, just buy a building.
No big deal. I love that you're so down to earth and so humble
Yeah.
about it. That's
Yeah.
awesome. And I'm sure that those young girls there just look up to you. And you're probably a mentor to so many.
Yeah.
So many.
I love it. I love it.
Ah, Dr. Bailey, we could talk to you all day, but we got to take a short break, you guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Dr. Trisha Bailey.
Welcome back to the show, guys. We are back again with Dr. Trisha Bailey, and we have a whole lot more questions in store. Welcome back to the show.
Yeah, welcome
Thank
back.
you very much.
That was a really good break. But I'm not going to start because my co-host is completely enamored with Dr. Bailey. I'm going to try to get through this for
You're
him.
making me blush. I'm trying
Okay,
to focus.
it's all right. He's Rosie. So You are a leader, a giant, a mogul in the health industry. So you started Bailey's Medical Equipment and Supplies. What was the inspiration to starting it?
So I was in a coma in 2008. So I was in a coma for 8 days.
Wow.
And while I was in the coma, I knew that I was not alive. When I got out of the coma, I was transitioning from California to Florida, and I had a layover in Atlanta. I was wheelchair bound, and they clipped my larynx, so I was not able to speak. So no one could really hear me. And when I got to Atlanta, they put me in the wheelchair, transitioned me out of the airplane, and left me in the corner. And I tried for 3 hours to try to get someone's attention to help me get to the next destination. And a young girl helped me. And at that moment, I realized that the disabled were invisible to the world. And as a result, I started a medical equipment business because I never want anyone to feel the way that I did that day.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So out of your own struggle. That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Bailey, in addition to owning your medical supplies company, you're a real estate mogul.
Yes.
How did you segue into that?
So it started with the medical equipment first, and then I added pharmacy next onto it. And then I started buying my own buildings. So I would buy a building, add medical equipment and pharmacy, and then I rent the building back to the company, to the medical equipment and the pharmacy. And then I started the development component of it, which in Jamaica and here as well as in the States. So that's kind of the model in which, so every state I go to, I own my own space. I rent portion out to someone else who pays the mortgage.
Right.
If there's a mortgage on it, in some cases there aren't. And then my company rents the rest of the space.
Wow.
I'm so.
Wow.
I've never been speechless before. That is.
That's amazing.
I don't want to use the word amazing again. That's outstanding.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I got so many questions. I got to put my card down. Okay. So, in doing all that, did you have a mentor that helped you with that? Was that something that God just put in you? I mean, that is so intricate.
Yeah, it's a gift that I've received from God. And
Yes.
so I have no sense of direction. So I say that they take the directional portion of my brain and put it in the business development section because
Wow.
I had no mentors. I had to figure it out on my own. And that's one of the things that I tell entrepreneurs or someone who's aspiring to become an entrepreneur. If you cannot figure it out, you should stay employed.
Ooh, that's a word.
Wow.
Okay.
So, Dr. Bailey, your company has grown to over 500 employees. That's correct? How do you manage a company this large and have a work-life balance too? How do you?
I select the things that I'm going to do and the people I engage with. So my priority are my children. I have 5 of them, as I mentioned earlier. And my 2 little ones get tea time and story time at 7 o'clock and praying time every night, at least 5 days a week. So I make it a priority to only engage in things that make sense for me, so I'm not all over the place. And then I have an incredible team.
Wow.
So you run an empire and have time to have tea time every night.
Yes.
If you want to get it done, you can get it done, people. It's all about what you make time for.
So what I take from that is the importance of prioritizing.
Yes.
It's crucial.
Yes.
So what is your recipe for success?
God, discipline, being kind to the world. Because what discipline and hard work, it takes you to a certain stage of 50%. But when you're kind to the world and kind to people and loving to people, God takes it to the rest of the space. So that's my recipe for success.
So what advice would you give to somebody who's watching, any young women that might be watching and want to follow in your footsteps?
Be disciplined, especially with money.
Oh.
You must be structured and you must be able to save. Because if you're not saving, you're not investing in yourself. If you're saving, that means that whatever it is that you need to come along, whether it's a house or whether it's a building, whether it's starting your own business, you will have money. Because if you go to the bank with 0, they're going to lend you 0. If you already saved $20,000 or $10,000, they're going to say, well, you know what? They do have some assets. So let me see if I'll give them $40,000 in conjunction. So it makes a huge difference. So your credit is essential. This is America. Your credit is essential and your savings is essential. So if you're working at a job, make sure that you are saving a portion of that money that you work in because you're investing in yourself and giving your maximum effort always. Because when you transition, to being your own boss,
Right.
those skills are going to naturally follow. So you're investing in yourself. You're not just showing up because it's 9 to 5. I'm just here 9 to 5.
Exactly.
You got to put those extra effort in everything that you do.
Exactly.
So save your money and put the extra
Exactly.
effort in. I need to hear
Exactly.
that this morning.
I always tell people that you don't show up for a paycheck, you show up for your future.
Yes. Yes.
Ooh, that hit me.
You can borrow it.
That hit me, kid. Got a little oil on you today. What's up?
Ooh, hey.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I have to say thank you so much for being on the show. The time goes so fast, and there's so much that we'd like to cover with you, but we definitely will have you back.
Please.
Yeah, thank you.
Please
Thank
come.
Please come back, Dr. Bailey.
Do you have something to
Nope.
say?
you. Chris is going to sing for me. He said he's going to sing before I finish.
Take us out, Chris. Isn't she lovely?
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Less than 1 minute old. I never thought through love we'd be making one as lovely as she. But isn't she lovely? Made from love. Dr. Bailey making me so nervous.
That was we got to get out of here, but you'll see us.
Same time, same place. Be safe, people.
Gone for the holiday, so I didn't have his little help around the house, so he came back last night.
I'm sure he was excited to get back home.
He was.
Yeah.
And so was the dog.
Oh, Tyson was gone.
Tyson has a whole jail cell. So my husband found this new cage.
Okay.
And it literally looks like a jail cell. I have to take a picture and
You
bring it
need to take
tomorrow.
a picture.
It's so sad.